Hi guys, welcome to J.H.S TV. Today's lesson we are going to look at practical lesson 1 and word processing. We are going to look at how to create a document, how to edit a document, how to format a document, and also how to save a document. We'll also be addressing some challenges that you face when you are typing and all that along. Please, if today is your first time of being part of this class, I advise you subscribe to my YouTube channel. That is, let's start of how to create the document. Before that, let's open our Microsoft Word document. So this is Windows 10 we are using, so it's not like on Windows 7 whereby we can click on the start button and get the word processing document. So I'll just type here Word. Here we have Microsoft Word 2013 and 2007. So let's use 2007. So let's use 2007. So you see that the document will be launched, as you see. Beautiful. So when it happens this way, so we are going to learn how to type some documents and how to edit them, and also sometimes when you are typing you face some challenges. You feel like address all those challenges whilst we are typing. So let's see how to type the document. So now I'm going to create a letter of appreciation. So I'll start your address. So now let's look at how to type them. So we have the first one to be, so I'm typing the first address. Okay. Concrete. Okay. Reality. Yeah. Concrete reality. Post box AB 1 2 3. Ashley Gucci Accra. Date 16th. Okay, this was 16th. So this we have different type of date that you can create. So this one you can decide to use this. So 16th 05, then 2020. So it depends on how the type of date. You can write 16th this and all that. So it depends on how you create your document. Now let's move on to your own address. Let's move to the recipient address. So just press the enter key to move to the next line. So just press the enter key to move to the next line. So I press the enter key so that there will be a distance between the first address and the second address. So I have Miss Gladys in T, private mail bag, Kumasi. Okay, so if I want to type a capital letter, I normally click on the shift key so that I can type a capital letter. If you want to type a capital letter very fast, there's no need of pressing the caps lock key and typing your capital letter and taking off the caps lock before you type. So you can just press and hold the how do you call it, the shift key for you to type your capital letters. Good. So now I finished typing my address. So we have dear Miss, dear Miss in T. Have you seen it? Comma, as usual. You press the enter key, then you type letter in capital letter, letter of appreciation. Letter of appreciation. Letter of appreciation. Good. Now I want to center, so you can press Ctrl E or Ctrl plus E to center letter of appreciation, or when you come to the formatting toolbar, you see center here. When you put the cursor on, you see that center is showing here. Just click on center the letter of appreciation will be centered. Good. So now I've pressed the enter key again. Now I'm going to type the main letter. So thank you for your kind comments. Thank you for your kind comments on the performance of our product. As you may know, few people. You realize that when we're typing, the text moved directly to a next line without me pressing any enter key. That's what we call the text wrap. It moves a text document straightly to the next line when the line is full. So that's what we call text wrap. So few people take the time to let a manufacturer know when they are satisfied. With a product. Your letter has been sent to Accra, where one of my colleagues will post it on the employee bulletin board. So I'm going to create a new paragraph. So I just press the enter key once. So I'm creating a paragraph. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised if you get a few thank you letters from the employee as they pride themselves in the quality of their work. And love to hear from our family of customers. Full stop. Press the button if you want to create another paragraph. So this time I'm going to rotate type our conclusion. Sincerely, then Mr. Justice, Harvey, J. Harvey. Okay, so now the document is created. Now I want you to identify one thing. When you are typing and you see red lines and green lines, what does it mean? Now when you look at something like this one, Ashalibotwe, that red line means that this one is just a Ghanaian word. It is not found inside the word, the dictionary of the word document. So there's a possibility that it will be underlined red. So the only thing you do, you just select it, just right click on it and select ignore all. Just select it and just right click and select ignore or ignore all. Ignore all means that in case that same Ashalibotwe is in the document throughout, when you ignore all, it will affect the text document. Yeah, if it's not there, if that's the only Ashalibotwe in the document, just click on ignore. Good. So that's one to inti is also not in the dictionary. So the only thing is what you ignore. Good. But realize that there's a green line. That green line means that one, it could be that the space created between Gladys and Intim is too much, because you're supposed to create only one space by pressing the space bar once. But maybe you press the space bar twice. So it could be a possibility that the green line underlined over there is because of space. Then two, it could be that based on the context over there, it could be that the word that you've typed over there doesn't fit in the sentence. Though the spelling is correct, but it doesn't fit in the sentence. So when you put the cursor on it, then you right click, it could be that the space, so you see that Gladys has been given to you, so it could be that the space, so when you click on it, it will that you see that the space will just close up. Good. So you can see another Intimo here over here, which means that it's not in the system. So you just right click and do what? Ignore. So all that we are doing now is what? We are editing the text. We are doing editing. Good. Now when we come to this place, I say thank you for, you see that there's a typing mistake here. So it could be that this typing mistake, just right click on it and what? Press what? The correct one. So then you come to this one too is here, just right click and press the word that you wanted to type. Then when you come to this side too, we have this, which is, I think it's colleagues, but the spellings was wrong. So you just type, right click and select the right word. You can still see that the green distance is still underlined here. As I said earlier, it could be the space created between the two words, or it could be that the word doesn't fit in the sentence. So the only two that you bring the cursor there, let it blend in between the two words, then you select it. You can see that they are showing it here. Just select it, then realize that it will close the gap, whereby the green underlying color will move away. So I think the same thing applies to this one too. The space created here too is the same. So you just take it off. Then we are done with that. And another one too is here, customer of customers. So you just click on it, then close the gap. So you can see that all the document, everything, every red line, everything is move away. So now the next thing is how to edit and adjust certain things. In the first one, let's look at the first address. Now you can decide to, before if you want to format a text, the first thing you're supposed to do is to make sure that you highlight the text. For example, I want to change the font size of this document. So I can just press and hold the left mouse button and drag it to the bottom of the document. So I'm just dragging to the end of the document. So after all is selected, just go on your formatting toolbar, then click on the font size, just select 12. You can choose any font size at all you want to use, but for me I'm using 12. Good. Then you choose decide to use Times New Roman. So for it to be easy for me, if I know the spelling of how to for Times New Roman, I will just type it there, Time New Roman, so that it just appear over there. Just press the enter key, the document will be created. The document will change into Times New Roman. Now let's look at how to adjust and edit this document. So now first, I want my address, my own address will be at the right side of the document. So I'll just highlight only this, then press the tab key 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2. So that's how it will be at the end of the document. So this is my own address and this is the recipient address. So now I realize that the space created in between the address is too big, so I want to close it up. So the only thing, just select it with the recipient, then you go to the formatting toolbar, you see line spacing. You've seen it pop up, that's line spacing. Just select line spacing, maybe 1.5 or yeah, so select 1.5 of the document so that it will close up the document a little, or maybe 1.0 or 1. So the document will close up this way. Then if possible, if you want to bold it, you can just bold your address nicely so that everyone will see it. Good. And secondly, you can also move on to this part. Now this is how you're supposed to, if you want to underline this, I remember telling you, and if you want to format a text, the first thing you do is to highlight it. So you bold this by clicking on the bold and you click on what? Underline. So it will be underlined nicely this way. Good. Now this document, so we are almost done with the document. Now we have the vertical rule and the horizontal rule. Here is it. So the only thing is that if you want to adjust because of the paper here, or will be up, you can just click on the margin here, then you press the left mouse button and what, drag it to the top, so that's where you want it to be. So realize that it is where it fits at the top there. Good. So now let's look at this one, the conclusion. Just shift this one to this side as usual. Then if possible, if you want to give more line spacing in between this document, just highlight it, then click on the line spacing button and use 1.5 if possible. Yes. Now we are done with the document. Now how do we save this document? Yes, so first, if you want to save this document, just go to the office button or the file button. So this is the office button or the file button here. Just click on it, then you go to save as. Because you are saving the document for the first time, you have to click on what? Save as. So save as. So the pop-up menu will appear whereby they will ask you to, you will see file name and all that, file name. So now when you see the pop-up menu, type the name of the file, that is letter of appreciation or appreciation letter. So appreciation, so appreciation letter. Good. After typing the name of the document, select the location of the document. So I want to save mine on the desktop, so I'll just select desktop. If you want to save it in my document, you can save it there. If you want to save it at downloads, you can save it, but I'm going to save mine on the desktop so that I can find it easily or easily located. Good. So I've selected desktop. So as I finished, now we have options whereby you have to save the document, whether you want to save it in PDF and all that. So when you look at this side, we have different document in which after typing you want to save the document. So we have Word document, we have other templates if it's available for you to use, but specifically in our educational structure we use only Word document or PDF. We are familiar with that, so I'm going to leave it under Word document. Then I'll just click on what? Save. So my document will save. So if you check at the top here, realize that appreciation letter is showing here on the title bar here. So that is how to create a document. Good. Now let's look at how to print it. Now, so this document, if you want to print this document, you have to go to the same file office button, click on it, you see print. Now print option, you have the print itself, we have the quick print, and we have the print preview. Remember we said print preview is displays how the document will look like when it is printed. So under print, so if you want to print, just print forward. But if you want to print preview the document and see how the document will look like, so let's try and see how the document, let's print preview the document and see how it will look like when it is printed. So I'll just click on what? Print preview. So the print preview displays this for me. So this is how the document will look like when it is printed. So you can just take a look at it. So this is how it will look like when the document is printed. So it's a simple so have you seen it? So assuming you print it out, this is how it will look like. Good. So I'll just take it off, take the print preview off. So now let's go back to how to print. So I'll just click on the office button. The first step, click on the office button, move to click on office button, click on print. Yeah, I think this Windows 2007 is giving us only two options. That so when you write these steps to, it's correct. So just click on print and you see what will happen. So the document will give you an option, the number of papers you want to print. So you can see that a print dialog box appears while you're asking you to select your printer. Select your printer, then you select the number of copies that you want to print, the number of pages, and you have the print, what are you printing, then the page per sheet. So all that is here. So this is how the print dialog box looks like. So after you finish selecting whatever information, so assuming you want 12 copies, 12 pages, then the copies you want 20 copies. So you type them there, then you click on what? Okay. So okay will just start printing for you, because I've not connected to the printer, it's not issuing the print out for me. So that is how to print a document. Good. If today is your first time of watching, please don't forget to subscribe. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you encourage me to bring more of this tutorial. This is the end of the document. I hope the practical lesson was more educative and was more understandable to you. If you have any problem or you have any challenges, facing any challenges, just write your comment under the comment section, and so that when I see it, I'll reply you and help you as you guys at home. If you have a laptop at home, you can just practice it. Try and make sure you find all the means and create your document. Try and save it, and see how interesting is it. In that case, remember to subscribe to my channel and don't forget to share. Press on the notification bell so anytime you upload a new video, you'll be the next person to be notified. Thank you very much for watching, and stay tuned for our next tutorial. Thank you.